welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. Today I have my September update for my Partners in Cream project pan. This project was created by Steph Lyons and Delyn of Outward Processing. I'll have both of their channels linked below. And you work on, I believe it's 4 to 6 products, and it's anything that is not a powder product is okay to put into it. You can do it, I'm doing mine rolling style, so once I finish one, I'm putting another one in. And I believe the last update is on December 10th, and it seemed like when I started this mid-year, which I started I think on January 10th, when I started this mid-year, I was like, man, I have so much time to get all of this done. And no, it feels like the end is nigh. Like the end of the year is quickly approaching. All right, so we're gonna start with my ColourPop eyeliner in Swerve, which is just the black eyeliner. So this is what we're looking like today. And I haven't been tracking usage, but I use this at least half of the time. I just find that when I'm doing anything cool toned at all, I'm good with a black eyeliner. When I do something like this today that's a little more warm tone, I tend to want to reach more for a brown eyeliner. So haven't been using it every single time I have done my makeup, but I feel like I've made a decent amount of progress on it. I'll show you the line that I made. So this was my start. This is where we are today, and that's my goal. I don't know that I'll be able to finish it by the end of the year. My goal is to finish it, but I feel like I can at least make a good amount of progress on it. The next item is my Tarte Water Foundation. And my goal on this was to finish it. This is very difficult to see through. It's a very thick, like frosted glass, so it's hard to see through it. This is where I was when I started. This is where I was at last update. And right now, I can't get it to settle because I just used it today, but it's somewhere down here. I honestly think I only have one more use of this left because today I had to like dump it over onto my hand, which is why this isn't very settled. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this out, even though it's not quite finished. I don't want it to take up a spot in the project, but I will make sure to include it in my empties or update next time. To show that it's actually empty. I used it an additional 9 times this month, and the month before that I used it an additional 10 times. And I can't remember if I weighed any of these, so if I did, I will pop up the weights on the screen. I'm not very prepared for any of my updates today, but I wanted to go ahead and get this filmed so that I didn't run behind. And the next item that I had was my Tarte concealers. I have the Ultra Creamy Concealer, Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. So I got as much of this out as I could. The formula has kind of like changed, and it feels more like the original Shape Tape and less like the Ultra Creamy. So I was not a fan of finishing this, but I did as much as I could tolerate. And I can say that I used this an additional 25 times since I moved it into the project. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I even got like a little mini, like a mini silicone spatula and dug in there and got out as much as I could for the last time that I used it. But I'm not sad that I'm done with this. I'm ready to be done with it. So that is going in my empties. And then the other one I had is this, oh, and that was in the shade 12B Fair Beige, as is this other concealer. This is the Tarte C Hydro Sealer, And I just didn't love this one as much as I like the Ultra Creamy. And I got a total additional usage of 16 since I rolled it into the project. And you can see some windowing here. I took the stopper out, and it's done the same thing. It's dried out, and I'm not a fan of how the formula's changed, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. I want to say it's at least, so the shelf life on this is 6 months after you open it, and I think I've had it about a year. So it's well past the amount of time that you're supposed to have it anyways, and I used it as much as I possibly could, so I'm also counting this one an empty. Hopefully you don't think that's cheating, but I honestly don't think you can cheat on project pans because you'd only be cheating yourself, right? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And then the fourth item that I had is the Tarte sprays. I had a Ready Set Radiant that I needed to finish, and I did. And I am very glad to have that out of my collection and in my empties. And then I used the Tarte Stay Spray, setting spray. I don't hate the spray, but I don't love the mechanism of delivery. So I don't like this sprayer. I don't know if the full size has the same kind of a spray nozzle, but the travel size definitely did not interest me at all in purchasing the full size. Also, this is another like 6-month shelf life. Technically, this is a 12-month shelf life on this one. Oh, no. This one technically expired June 2022. I believe it has a specific date on it because of the SPF in it. It has a 15, an SPF of 15 in it. And I use a regular SPF underneath anyways every single day. So I wasn't worried about not getting the SPF benefits on it, but I definitely don't want to be using expired makeup on my face and causing it to like break out or get really irritated, which it hasn't. I'm totally fine to keep using this. So let's talk about what I want to roll into the project. This one I think is going to be a struggle. This is the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. So I rolled this in initially, and then I rolled it out at the first update, and I've continued using it since then. So I started here. This is where I was August 1st, and this is where I am now. Actually, let me make a line. So that's where I am on the September update. So I've made pretty steady progress. The reason I say I think this may be a struggle for me to use is because I really liked pairing this with the serum foundation, but I don't super duper love it with some of the other foundations that I have. We're gonna give it a try. I'm at least going to make an effort to use it. I would really like to have this out of my collection by the next update. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. It may take till the end of the year since I don't love it with my other foundations, but I think I have at least one more use on this one, and so that'll give me at least some use on this because I'll use them together, but then after that it's gonna be a struggle. So the next item that I am rolling in is my Tarte C Hydroflex foundation. This is also in the shade 12B Fair Beige. This is where I am to start. It's very difficult to see through this packaging. I'll say, like, I've used this 1 or 2 times since I made this line, because I initially made the line in June, or the 1st of July, the end of June. So it has a 6 there, but technically it was like almost July 1st. But there wasn't enough of a change for me to make a new line. I haven't weighed it yet, so I will go ahead and weigh it because that may be the only way that I can see true like change. My goal on this is to finish it. I'd really like to have it out of my collection by the end of the year. If I've given it like the decent amount of love, like used it at least 10 times per month, and it's still not gone at the end of the year, I think it will be time to go ahead and declutter it. I don't love this foundation. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I really just want to be using products I love. So my monthly goal is 10 times a month. And then as long as I have met that goal, then if it's still not done at the end of the month, I'll go ahead and declutter it. Hopefully all that made sense. And then finally, my last item is, y'all are probably gonna hate me. I really like doing this to myself. I have 3 mascaras. I have 2 Tarte Maneater minis, and then I have 1 Essence Lash Princess False Effect mascara. These were all opened around the same time. I want to say this one got opened first and then these. So what I would really like to do is use this as many times as I can before the next update. And I don't like using the same mascara every single day. So I'm also going to put these in because I need to use these 2 as much as I possibly can before, what is this, the September, October, before the November update. So if they're still not gone, then in November, I need to just call them good. But I'm pretty good about not having so many open mascaras, but for some reason I like got in the mood to like really try a bunch of different mascaras, and then I ended up with like 6 open ones, I think, and that's not where I want to be. So I think by the next update I'll for sure have this totally gone. I feel like I can have used this at least 5 times. I feel like I can give this one a good go at finishing it, or at least using it at least 15 times before the next update, and considering that an empty. My goal is 10 times in a month, and I'm not really worried about these. I'll focus on these the next month if I don't get to it before the next update. That's it for today's update. If you would like to check out the playlist, I believe they have a whole playlist of everyone that's participating in the project. I will try to find it and link it below if I can. So if you like this video, I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye.